Next, Jaylen Waddle, also a baller. Like we've seen the Miami Dolphins have two wide receiver ones on their team. Because Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 5 on the season. Jaylen Waddle is the wide receiver 4 in total points and fantasy points per game. Jaylen Waddle is 6th in target shares, 5th in target rate, 7th in air yard share, 2nd in receiving yards. He's 1st in yards after catch. Okay. His average depth of target still very low, though, 10.3. He is being targeted further down the field. And if you remember, his average target distance last year was like 6 yards. Now it's up to 10. So I was off. I missed on Jaylen Waddle here. I thought that it was going to be Waddle operating closer to the line of scrimmage, whereas Tyreek Hill more of the deep threat. Seems like they're sending both of them. Mostly Tyreek Hill on deep routes, but I mean, Jaylen Waddle is making the most of his yards after catch. He's breaking tackles. His juke rate among wide receivers is 3rd, and Tyreek Hill was 7th. So, that's what's happening. Jaylen Waddle, number 1 in yards per route run, number 1 in fantasy points per route run, number 1 in expected points added. That's the value of individual plays calculated by contributing points generated on the scoreboard based on down, distance, field position, and game situation. So he is a game-breaking player. Hopefully you got Jaylen Waddle in your drafts. I had a lot of Jaylen Waddle in my big board drafts. I was drafting him in the middle of the 2nd round, which, relatively speaking, you weren't drafting big board drafts way back in or back in August or September. You wouldn't be getting Waddle there. You'd be getting Waddle in the 3rd or 4th round. But I wanted Waddle in the end of round 2, and it seems like he's paying dividends. He's absolutely crushing this year. So good on Jaylen Waddle. Wide receiver 10 seems about right. Maybe I move him up ahead of Amon-Ra St. Brown based on the ankle that I hear about. He could be wide receiver 9. We'll see what news we hear about.